morning, friends. We are Saturday the 10th of April, year of our Lord 2021. We have a new project on the bench and yeah, what can I tell you? I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tell you, I'll tell you in a minute. There you go, look at that. What is it? I haven't got a clue. Well, no, it's a Schecter, because it says on the top, Schecter Diamond series. And it says, of course it's a Demon. Demon 6FR. Don't be bringing demons to a Christian, mate. I'm just banned straight off, man. Anyway, that's just a joke there. I'm a Christian, you all know that. So, yeah, got Seymour Duncan Invader in the bridge. Nothing in the neck. It will be having a pickup in the neck. And Anthony, long time returning client, messaged me, says, don't suppose you have any spare pickups, do you? I need a neck pickup for this. I says, I actually do. I have an Ibanez INF1, which is a neck pickup. I love these pickups, the INFs. Always been one of my favourite stock pickups. I think they're brilliant. And I says, yeah, you can have it for 10 quid. He says, really? I says, yeah, really. 10 quid, I've sold it really cheap. I get 20 quid for this, easy. But that's going to go in there. No coil tapping or splitting on that, just straight in as a neck pickup. One volume, one tone. We've got a Floyd Rose special. I know these are good because I used to sell them. I used to import them and sell them. This stays in tune. Absolutely fantastic. I get some right hammer and it stays perfectly in tune. Someone in the past has put a big brass block on it. Fabulous idea. Great idea. Yeah, stays in tune. Brilliant. So what we're going to do with this? Well, I'm going to put a new pickup in. I'm going to set it up. Going to level some of the frets. At least 4 or 5 frets need leveling. So it will be having what we call an intensive setup. That includes the fret leveling on there. 20 quid to install the pickup. So that's 80 quid for the setup. 20 quid for that. 15 quid for setting the Floyd up. And was it 10 for something else? Can't remember. Oh yeah, 10 quid for the pickup. There you go. It's going to cost him 125 quid, all done. Out of that, he will get a perfectly set up and fantastically playable and great sounding guitar. There you go. Shame about the name, but and something else. I would have just put a black pickup in there. I want to put a white one in there. You know, that's just me though. But yeah, orange, bright orange, look at it. So I'm going to crack on with it. Nothing really to show you right now. I'm going to take strings off. And we'll be sticking a set of 1052s on there. Anthony again went and bought these, got them shipped, probably paid about 9 quid for them. I says, why are you buying strings from somewhere else when I stock strings? He says, never thought. Of course you didn't. So yeah, skinny top, heavy bottom. I imagine we'll be tuning this to, I think he said drop D. We will be a drop D on there. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm going to get the strings off, take some bits and bobs off. Take the string retainer off, stuff like that. Take the tremolo off, we'll get the neck dead straight, we'll come back, we'll have a look at the frets and get that pickup soldered in and crack on. Okay, just about ready to check the frets, see which ones need work. Neck is dead straight. One thing to mention before I crack on is the pickup wire. It's not long enough for the guitar, it won't reach from there to the switch. So I'm going to have to extend the wires on this, which is a bit unfortunate. Also, I've had to put in longer screws because the ones in there were too short and I couldn't get the pickup low enough. I've put a new pickup ring on there. He's got an absolute bargain for 10 quid, this pickup, because I've included the pickup ring and new screws. But we'll get that all fitted in there. The pickup ring fits perfectly. Just extend the wires so I can get to the 3-way switch, and that'll be quite easy install. Won't take me long, but let's just check. There is a tiny bit of relief on here, which I'm just going to get rid of in a second. Should be a 4mm adjuster. Always use a T-bar, me, always have done. So, just going to get anti-clockwise turn, just check. Okay, so we're just going to come back this way. Just give it a little nip. That's the neutral position. It's a dual action truss rod, it works both ways. Just going to nip it up slightly. There you go, we have that. There was a little bit of back bow in there, so I think in a neutral position here, neck should be dead straight, and that's how it should work. Let's have a look. Again, tiny bit of back bow, so we're going to just nip it back. And that should be right. So we're pretty much right where we were originally. Right, we have that neck dead straight. Take my word for it. Can't take my word for it, don't bother coming here. Right, fret rocker, let's have a look. I know we're about 4 frets needed work when I checked last. We'll get a permanent marker so I can just mark everything up. There's only about 4 need work. Straight away. First one, or second one. two areas, middle and far side. Areas 1, area 2, area 3. Far side 1, middle 2, closest to me 3. So got areas 1 or 2 on that one. I'm hoping there's not more than 5. Don't think there is. They're pretty good. Tiny bit there, just one little swish of a file will sort that bit out. Again, that's 3 already. Doing this a bit quick because I've got another client on the way in coming over from Derby. Not seen him for 3 there. That's 4 frets. Oh God, why did I just say it needs an intensive setup? That's already 5 frets. I'm going to knock some of these in there with hammer. Some will reseat. It's not too bad, and those that do need attention don't need too much work. That's 6. Seven. I think we're pretty good. 8, so 8 frets. Again, that does need a lot. So we've got 8 frets. Let's just check these two. Very little, very slight on those two. Very slight on that one. So let's count it as 5 frets. I'm going to still do this in a intensive setup rather than fret level. I do say if I do more than 5, I'm charging for a full fret level. That's 120 quid, it's 40 quid more. So I'm saving him 40 quid by just doing it. I'm going to spot level by hand completely. Not a difficult job. Well, it is difficult if you don't know how to do it, because if you mess it up, you'll be leveling all of the frets. So let's just get some files out. I'm going to show you this really quickly. I am not going to spend any great time showing you how to do this. I'm not going to zoom in or anything. I'm going to keep the camera there. Got 3 files I'm going to use. In fact, I might just get away with 2. That's a crowning file. Got a great crowning groove built in there. This is a Z file which makes 2 cuts. Long cut one side, short the other, flip it over, short cut one side, long the other, complete opposite. This will not touch the top of the fret, so that will start to rebuild the crown. This one will round off that crown and make it proper crowned. This is one I'm going to use for spot leveling. So spot leveling, really easy. And I'm going to go through this quick. This fret here, got just low in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a file, I'm just going to file over that area. And I know how to follow a radius. And that's done. I know how much I need to take off. I'm going to check the file. I'm going to round it off just with this one. And that's that first one done. And we're going to check. And there you go. I'm going to do the rest using a bit more care. I will be using this one as well just to properly crown that. And again, that is now properly crowned, a beautiful crown like that. So I'm going to crack on, I'm going to get these all done, I'm going to do them by hand. It's going to take me a short while. I said about half hour in this because some of these need doing properly. These will be going with that file, well going with this file to level it, this one to cut the crown and this one to round the crown off. Then I'm going to polish all of the frets later on. So like I said, it's going to take me a while. I'm not going to film everything, I'm just going to do it all off camera. I'm going to extend the wires on that pickup, we'll get that pickup wired in and we'll get this one all done and ready to go today. So frets have been done, fingerboard has been oiled. I've also moved on and rewired the pickup, put some extension wires on there, and I'm just going to show on the multimeter there. We have a reading of 9.43 k ohms there. So that's right, we've got 4.7 across one coil, 4.6 across another. Measured it earlier this morning. So that's all ready to go back in the guitar. Extension wires, just two. I've blocked the two coil split wires off. They are under this fatter part just here, which I added on. I've just got the hot and the earth there, corresponding to Ibanez colours. So this should now thread through the body of the guitar. Just move that out of the way a minute. Pull this one out. We need to take this one out to get the other one in. Oh, I believe I left a screw in there. I did. Of course, why wouldn't I? I've also taken the tremolo out, cleaned that up. So we'll just prise that one over here for a second. Twist these two wires together, just a little, to help things go through a little bit easier. I had to put some silver screws in there because the black ones weren't long enough, so we have to make do with what we have. Already told out now, says I ain't got any black screws, that's to make do with silver. He says it'll add to its character, which it will. So yeah, a little bit more work on this than I really charged for, but you know, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's 8 pennies. So let's try and get this wire through the other side. No, it's not even poking through yet. Always the problem, threading these through. I might have to just fold that back and do it this way. The hole this side's big enough, it's well big enough. I need to just be able to grab it from the other side. I think that's through enough now. That's definitely through enough, I'll tell you that for nothing. Tell you that for now, that needs to come back there. Let's just see if we are through. And we are. That one's through. Yeah, we're easily through. Here we are. Oh, it's come through that side. No wonder I couldn't find out where it was coming from. Okay. Got plenty of wire there, so we can just put these pickups, screw these in place. I will do that. I'll come back. I'll get that soldered up. And once that's done, we'll give them a little check. Sure, everything will be alright. I'll be alright because I've already tested the pickups. And I will come back in a short while. We are all done. I didn't faff about. I got everything just done in one fell swoop. It was just a matter of getting the strings on, stretching them in, blocking the tremolo, getting everything in tune. Once everything was all in tune, stretching the strings. Once the strings are stretched, tune again, get everything locked in. Obviously I'd check the intonation at some point. Get everything locked in. Once it's locked in, remove the backing cards from a tremolo or the block from a tremolo, and just release the claw screws until it dropped back in tune. Obviously before I'd done that, I'd tighten these screws up in as far as it would go. Once I'd removed the block from there, the tremolo, everything pulled back, everything went sharp. It was just a matter of, like I say, just loosen the claw screws till the A string drops in. And if you've kept that level and the A string drops in, all the other strings are going to follow and they're all in tune. They are all in tune. Lovely guitar. We are in a drop D tuning, which is what I wanted. I'd have gone for drop C myself, but it's his guitar. I'm just going to bring the pickups up a little bit. So let's recap what we've done on this. We're at a fret level. We have installed a pickup in the neck, this being an INF1 by Ibanez, one of my own. I charged him a tenner for it, including the pickup ring, blah 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 blah. 20 quid to install that. He's had a complete setup, setting up the tremolo, it's 15 quid. And an intensive setup, which I should have actually given him a, he should have been having at a full fret level at 120 quid. Plus the pickup install, but I was kind and I didn't charge him for a full fret level. I just spot leveled 8 frets where normally I'd only do 5, but that's it, it is all ready. And that is it. Mistake, I'll leave that in. I'm not going to edit it, anything out just because I played a bum note there. But yeah, all done. Very nice looking guitar, pickup upgrade, fret level, setup, pickup wired in. Beautiful, really nice. You can't come and fetch it, he says, it's pissed up, he's had a drink. He's not pissed. He's had a few beers. He says he can't fetch it tonight. He's going to come and fetch it in the morning, which is absolutely fine. And yeah, another one done. So I'll just remind you of my website before I go. You can go to fretfriend.co.uk, or even better, facebook.com/ng17. That's facebook.com/NGONESEVEN. I'm Victor. I am your Fret Friend. Until next time, as always, God bless you. Be good to each other. I'll see you in the next one.